Okay, guys, we are live. So, hello everyone, this is me, Harshal Jain, aka Viraj, and today we are going to focus on the responsiveness of this project. So, first of all, let me show you which page are we going to focus on today. And the first page, that is the home page, will be the main section of our today's video. And here you can see that this was the normal page. And if I inspect and if I just make it smaller, you can see that yeah, it's pretty much responsive. You can see yeah that it's getting responsive. Okay, you can see that once I reach somewhere around 650, 700 or 800, you can see that the navbar closes. You can see that the navbar closes, and you can also see that I have created a section here. Okay, and all these sections are working. So we'll be focusing on this responsiveness, and basically this is helpful because if you are trying to build any website which uses this kind of responsiveness, you can see that yeah, we are able to open and close this. Also, this is also responsive. Like yeah, obviously, if you want to make more responsiveness, then definitely you can. But I tested a few devices and they were looking fine. You can see that iPhone SE, the smallest device, is looking fine. Okay, so I can say that yeah, it's good. And then I can drop, scroll down, and you can see that yeah, the categories are now this way. So you can show categories in a different way if you want, but I guess this is fine. This is fine. Okay, this is fine. Scrollable is fine. And then below you can see that we have the products one by one. You can also modify it. And then you can see that, yeah, these are the items and the product slider is also responsible. Then you can see that you can show these in a line. Okay, you can see that, yeah, this was also done in previous videos. Okay, the footer was made responsive, but you can see that the footer one is gone. Footer one is gone. For example, if I again turn it to responsive and if I zoom it a bit, you can see that once I reach 650, the footer one is gone. Okay, footer one is gone. So yeah, it goes because it's not needed and it's also animate, so we don't need that. Okay, so that's it. And now I guess yeah, there is some problem with responsiveness of the slider, but you can do it on your own because I'll tell you the way how you can make this responsive. Okay, as many screens as you can create. Okay, because we were using the React Slick, that's why it's not much responsive. Okay, so it's their problem. Okay, not ours. So we'll be also seeing how can we make this carousel, this slider as responsive. Okay, because some of you might be using this project for a professional purpose. So I'll tell you how you can make it more responsive. And in the next video, I'll be fixing it also. Okay. So right now, I'll just explain the way how you can make it more responsive. And then you can see that the last section is here. Okay. So we'll be focusing on these sections and there you go. Okay. Now I can say that the homepage will be button responsive today, and in the next videos we'll be focusing on the next sections. Okay, so now before moving on, I wanted to show you where is the source code available. You can visit github.com, github.com/virajj014. Okay, this is my GitHub profile. You can visit my GitHub profile and you can also follow me here. In the repository section, you can see that we have Fit Grocery. Okay, so you can check this one, Fit Grocery. The whole source code of this project is available here. Okay, just go through this and you can download this and you can use it for your own purpose. And then after this, I wanted to show you one more thing. In the description, you'll find a link provided by Geeks for Geeks. That's for a full stack course, okay, using Node.js and React.js. If you want to learn full stack development from basics to advanced, you can check out that course. Let me take you to that link and it will open up in this page. Okay, you can see that this page is here. So if you want to purchase this course, definitely you can because it will take you to advanced level from beginners. Okay, so very good course. All right, so now we can continue. And Acha, just a minute. Someone of you if is asking for the link. Okay, so if you want to see all of the videos of this project, you can go to the live section. In the live section, you can see that. sorry, in the playlist section, you can see that we have React.js projects playlist. Okay, so in this playlist, we can see that, yeah, all the previous videos are available here, so you can check out these ones. All the uh, all everything is done from basics to till this level. Okay, so you can see these videos from first video till today, and you'll understand everything what we have done till today. Okay, so now I guess we can continue. And yes, if you want to contact me, you can comment below or you can message me on Instagram at the rate Harshal underscore 3011 is my username, or you can message me on LinkedIn. Okay, so let's first of all open VS Code. And okay, so this was our project folder, and I'll open it with VS Code. All right. I hope the code is visible enough. And now we'll be focusing on the home page. So let's visit the home page. And here you can see that we have home.js. So in home.js, we have used a number of components. First of all, we'll be focusing on the navbar, then one by one other components. Okay, so let's go to navbar.js. And here you can see that in nav tag, we had S1 and we had S2. So now we'll be focusing on S3, the third section, to make it responsive. Okay, so how can I do that? First of all, let me op just open it, npm start. All right, it requires port number 3001. All right. So guys, you can see that it started on port number 3001 and now we can continue. So here, first of all, we need to see that we are on the correct page. Yes, that's the home page. So let's inspect it. And now we can see that if I go below this, you can see that the navbar isn't looking good. Navbar isn't responsive. So now we'll be working on the responsiveness of this navbar. Okay, so just visit this uh, navbar.js. Okay, so here I need to create a section named as S3. All right, so first of all, in the navbar.css, I'll say that if I'm viewing on mobile, I don't want to show the S1 and S2 container. Okay, so I'll say that media at the rate media screen and max dash width 768 pixels. Okay, so we'll be targeting it from 768 pixels because you can target it from any length if you want. So I'll say, first of all, make the navbar flex direction as root. Justify content space between, and then I'll say align item center and some padding. Okay, so if it's of smaller size, then it will be in a row. You can see now things are in a row. And now, first of all, I'll be removing them. Okay, so nav dot s1 display will be none. Okay, similarly, nav dot s2 display will be none. Okay, so here you can see that S2 is also gone. S2 is also gone. S1 is also gone. Now we'll be creating a container named as S3, which will be working like this. Okay, which will be working like this. You can see that if I click on this, it opens and it closes. This is my S3 container. Okay, so this will be hidden initially, but once I reach 768 pixel, it will be shown. That's how you create a responsive design. Okay, so I'll say that here just create a division. Okay, let's give it a class name of S3. Okay, S3. Now in S3, First of all, I'll be creating a division named as S31, okay, which will contain what? Which will contain my image. Okay, so the image can be copied from here, logo will be copied from here, and you can paste it here. And similarly, you want a close button, cross button, okay, because let's assume that we are in mobile and this is open like this. So we want a cross button, we want a cross button. So you can simply visit hero icons and I'll just type close. Here you can see that I have this button, so just copy the JSX and paste it here. Okay, so you can see that we have pasted our close button, and let's go back. So you can see that yeah, I have my close button. That's it. Now what you have to do is below this, I want to show my search bar. Okay, so here I guess we are having a search bar. So just copy this and you can paste it below. That's it. So now you can see that now we have a search bar also. And what else do we need is we need a container named as S32. Okay. Class name S32. Okay. So in S32 will be let's make it a ULLI because we are going to show things in a list. Okay. UL. Okay. So inside this will be showing the list of items. So first item will be suppose home page. Okay, so home page is this one. Where was the home page? Inside S2 we have the home page. Okay, so just copy this and you can paste it here. Okay, and this A is not required, by the way. If you want to remove, then you can. It's not required. Okay, so now let's see that if it works. So you can see that yeah, I'm getting the home one, and I'll say that it will be having class of style none. That is the common CSS which I've been using every day. Okay, so if you don't know this, you can watch previous videos. All right, so here you can see that we have this home, very good. And then you can put a category section. So again, li tag. Now go to this categories one. You can just copy this one and paste it here. So now you'll be able to see the drop down of categories. Similarly, I will show about a section. So for about us, we have about us here. Okay, just copy this and paste it here. Similarly, we'll be having contact. Okay, so don't forget to pass this style none. Okay, just copy this and paste it. All right, so I hope I'm clear with this. Now, in the last section, you can see that yeah, they all of them are. If I click on contact us, if I click on about, everything is working. Okay, everything is working. So now we need last section which will be showing the cart icon and also the user profile. Okay, so just write li here. Okay, inside this, I'll be copying my cart icon. Here is the cart icon. Just copy this. Actually, the copy this whole section, okay? This whole section will be copied and paste it here. All right, so here you can see that we have this, but yeah, it's not looking good. We'll be styling this, but yeah, you can see that it looks fine. Okay. One more thing. Now we'll be creating a hook which acts like this. Okay, if I click on this, you can see it's hidden. If I click on this, it's visible. Okay, so for that, what can we do is in S3, okay, I'll be saying that if let's create a hook named as show S3, okay, and initially it will be false. So just go to S3, just go to S3, and I'll say that if show S3 equals true, then I'll be showing container, whole container, else I'll be showing only S31. Okay, that means let's remove these two. So let's see how it works. So initially you will be able to see that yeah, I am getting a cross. So instead of this cross, I'll be showing the hamburger menu. Okay, so just go here and say hamburger and copy this and paste it here. All right, so here you'll be able to see that yeah, we are getting the hamburger icon. All right, so I'll say that if I click on this icon, I want to make everything visible. Okay, so I'll say if I click on this, I'll make set show 3 as true. Okay, so it will become true if it's false. If it's false, it will become true. And it's actually small s. All right, so copy this again and go to this SVG. Go to this SVG and paste here. Okay, so now you will be able to see this. If I click on this, you can see that it's visible. Close. So here you can see that yeah, it's working fine. It's working fine. And yeah, we are now going to style it now. Okay, so now in the styling part, just go to navbar.css. Here we'll be saying that first of all, this S3 container, I want everything in a column. Okay, this S3 container will be having everything in a column and all items will be spaced between. Okay, so if I open this, you can see, yeah, it's looking fine. And now what else is, I'll say my S3 one will also be something like this. I want my image in left side and icon in right side. So I'll say the S3 one will be having space between in left side and in right side. And then I want everything in center, line at center, and then some gap and then some padding from top and bottom. Okay. So now let's see. So you can see that yeah, this is on left side, this is on right side. So it looks fine. It looks fine. Okay, so now what else do we need is I'll say my search bar will again be having some margin and padding. Okay, I'll change it a bit. Okay, so I'll say my search bar will be having some margin from top and bottom and padding. All right. So now if I open this, you can see that my search bar is looking cool because I have given it a width of 100%. All right. So after this, I'll say my UL tag will be display flex. All items will be in a row. And I'll say if it goes out of the line, this flex wrap will be wrap. What it will do is you can see that now right now it's fine, but if it goes out of the line, it's actually wrapping in the next line. Okay, it's actually wrapping in the next line. So now we'll be targeting each li tag. So I'll say that my li tag will be having no style. That means the dots will be gone, and then I'll be giving some font size and cursor as pointer and a like item center and some gap. That means why have I given the gap? Because here you can see that we have this icon. Okay, we have these icons, so there must be some gap. All right, some gap, and then I've given some background color and some width and some padding and so on. Okay, so we can actually make it 30 if I want. Okay, it looks fine. All right, so you can see, yeah, it looks fine. Now I'll say that my cart container will be, you can see, yeah, it looks fine. So what I'll do is, I'll say my SVG, all my SVGs inside the nav S3, S32 will be having color white. So it will make its color as white. I also want the drop down color as white. That means the drop down heading color as white. Okay, so I'll say hashtag drop down basic color white. Okay, so here you can see, yeah, now everything is white and it looks fine. Okay, it looks responsive. So you can see that the responsive part of this is done. And now we need to focus on the other sections. Okay, on the other sections. All right, so now what I'll be doing is if I make it bigger, you can see S3 is not going. We don't need S3 now. We don't need S3 now. So how can I do that? I'll say that outside this, initially S3 will be hidden. When I reach the mobile view, I'll say S3 will be visible. Okay, so initially it will be hidden. You can see it's hidden. And when I reach 768 pixels, it's visible, and S1 and S2 are gone. So that's the magic of CSS. You can see that it made it responsive very easily. All right, so it looks fine. All right, so now we are going to work on this banner section. Okay, this slider banner section. Okay, so go to this banners component, banner slider. Okay, here you can see that the HTML part is fine, but we need to work on the CSS part. All right, so first of all, I'll say that remove its height. We don't need that. All right, so we don't need its height because we have already given it some height. This image container is already having 60 ph. Okay, so why give the same height to the outer container? Okay, so now I guess we can say, yeah, the image is fine, and then I'll say the content will be taking 50%. Yes, fine. All right. So the H1 will be having 2 RAM. Okay, okay, it's 2 RAM, and then everything is fine. All right. The span tag will be taking 1.3 and it's fine. And then the button is okay. Now I'll say that once I reach 768 pixel, okay, I'll say that max dash width, and I'll say that, yeah, it will become 768 pixel. Okay. So in 768 pixel, first of all, I'll say make the height as 50 VH from 60 VH. Okay, so it will actually change the height of image container. So now if I increase it, you can see that the height is increased. Now you can see height is decreased. Okay, so I made it 50 VH. Now I'll say my H1 will be having 1.5 RAM size. Okay, so it will have a lesser size. You can see that H1 has a bigger size there and a lesser size here. Okay, so now we'll be saying that the P tag, the span tag will be having 1 RAM size. Okay, 1 RAM size, and it will take 90%, it will take 90% width. Alright, so you can see, yeah, it's a bit smaller now. And then I'll say the button will also be having 1 RAM size. All right, so button is a bit more smaller now. So you can see that it's pretty much responsive. And if I view in mobile, you can see, yeah, it looks fine. Okay, so very great. And now if I view it on iPhone SE, you can see, yeah, it's pretty much fine. All right. So now we'll be considering this section, okay, this section, because you can see that it's going out of the line. All right, so I'll say, first of all, I need to target this whole section. All right. So for that, I need to visit the category sidebar section. So in products, we have the category product underscore sidebar section. I'll say that if I reach 650 pixel, I want to make everything in column. I want to show everything in columns. How can I do that? Just say that, target this again, and I'll say that flex direction will be column. Okay, I'll say flex direction will be in column and everything will be in center. So if I reach, you can see that if I reach a smaller size lesser than 650, things will be in column. You can see now it became a column. Okay, so now I'll say my categories will be targeted. Okay, so what are the categories here? You can see that category sidebar. Okay, we need to target the category sidebar. Here you can say that once I reach here, initially you can see that I have given 20% width. Okay, so I'll say that if I am less than 950, I will give it 40% width and some margin from top and bottom. Okay, so let's see. So here you can see that if I go below this, you can see that, yeah, it's taking 40% width. All right, so I'll say that if I am below 650, I'll give it 100% width. Okay, 100% width. So here you can see a category sidebar will be having 100% width, and I said that everything will be in a row. That means the items which we were able to see, the category items were in a column previously. Now they will be in a row. Okay, so they are in a row. I've given some margin, and then you can see flex wrap is wrap. That means if it goes out of the line, jump to next line. All right. So now here you'll be able to see that, yeah, we are getting this. How are we getting this? I said that its maximum height will be 200 pixel. Okay, and it's, if it overflows, just give it a scroll bar. Okay, so you can see that if items are more, it will be having a scroll bar. So it looks fine. Okay, it looks fine. All right. So now after this, we need to target this. I guess the product section is fine. Product section is fine, but yeah, we need to target this for some stylings. Okay, so in all product.css, I'll say my all products will be having 60% width when I reach 950 pixels. And I'll say again, they will be taking 100% width when I reach 100%, when I reach 650 pixel. Okay, so initially it was taking 78%. Okay, so let's see. All right, so if I am here, you can see it's fine. If it's fine, and yeah, now it's fine. Now it's fine. So again, if I view it on mobile, iPhone SE, here you can see, yeah, it's responsive. Okay, it's responsive. Now, what do we need is we need to say that I don't need this section. Okay, I know I don't need this section. All right, so I'll say that as soon as I reach 650 pixels, I want to make my footer one as display none. Okay, so here you can say that if I reach 650 pixel, I'll make my footer one as display as none. All right, let's see. So here you can see that it's gone. It's gone. All right, it's gone. So now what do we need is we need to target this whole container. Okay, this container. Basically, it's not responsive. This slider container, this carousel container is not much responsive. And here you can see that yeah, items are not placed well. Okay, so I'll try to make it better. But yeah, right now we won't be able to make complete responsive because we are using React Slick. Okay, so it does not work with responsiveness well. All right. So for that we created product slider. Okay, so we need to work on this only front end part only because the whole CSS is targeted from here. All right. So I'll say that my product card is having a width of 250 pixel. Okay, my product card, each project product card always takes a width of 250 pixel. You can see that I've given it 250 pixel. So that means that I can change the responsiveness of the slider in every 250 pixel, right? Initially from 0 to 300 pixel around, I will show one card. From 300 to 600 pixel, I'll show two cards. From 600 to 900 pixel, I'll be showing three cards and so on. Okay, so how can I do that? Uh, just close it and I'll say my display. Suppose my display 0 is having a maximum of 300. Okay, 300. So if it's 300 and minimum is 0, okay, 0, so we'll be only showing one item. Okay, we'll be only showing one item. And similarly, just copy this and paste it and just close it. Now here you'll say that if I reach 600 pixel, I'll be showing two items. Okay, so let's say it will be display 1. Again, in display 3, if I reach 900, I'll be showing three items. Okay, so it all depends on your product card slice. That's how product card size. It all depends on your product card size. Okay, that means that if it's 250, I'll show only one card inside 300 pixel. Okay, because it's 250. If it's 600, I can show two cards at least. If it's 900, I can show three cards. Okay, so on. You can create as number of cards you want. Okay, so I'll say that my display 4 1200, and I forgot to change the width. Okay, so let's say that it's 300, it's 600, it's 900. Okay, let's see that if it works. And actually I did a mistake. I need to make it 4. All right, let's see that if it works. So if I go below 1200, you can see in 1200 I can see four cards. Now I can see three cards. Now I can see two cards. Okay, now I can see one card. Okay, what's the problem? If I go below, yes, the problem is actually it's not even able to show us two cards. All right. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. I'll be only showing one card. What say? Okay, let's say 500, and below 500, I'll be only showing one card. Okay, let's reload this. And here you can see if I go below 500, I'm only able to see one card. All right, so it looks fine. All right. So now you can see, yeah, it's something like this, and that's how you can create responsiveness for all above ones also. So I'll say display 5 will be maximum and minimum, something like this. And similarly, the display 6 will be having some maximum, some minimum, and so on and so on. Okay, so if I view it on a bigger screen, you can see that it looks something like this. The problem is with this only. Okay, let's make it. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if it goes beyond, I'll say show only 5, or let's make it 7, and let's make it 6, and let's make it 7 again. Okay, let's see. Okay, now you can see it looks fine and it's almost responsive. Okay, so that's how you can create it responsive as per your own requirement, and it will take a lot of assumption to make it responsive, and you need to also make the cards also responsive. For that, if you want to make the cards responsive, you can, but right now I think it's fine. All right, so after this, we need to work on this section. Now we need to work on this section. Fit grocery, these items, I think they must be in center. Okay, so how can I do that? So I'll say that in footer 2, you can see that all the F2 items are here. Okay, so we need to target all the F2 items. We need to target all the uh, F1 items. Okay, F1 items and the F2 items. I'll say that if my screen goes below, I'll say that my footer dot F1 will be having display flex direction column, and everything will be in center. Okay, what mistake did we have? Okay, justify content also as center. And now I guess we must be able to see. Yeah, you can see that they are in center, but I want to give it a width of 100%. Okay, you can see that now it's fine. So as soon as I go below this, you can see it's taking width of 100%. Okay, very good. And then I'll say text align will become center. So you can see that text align becomes center and it looks fine. All right, similarly, we need to target these also. So I'll say that just copy this and paste it below. So you can see right now these items are also in center. Okay, so it looks fine. And now we need the last section. Okay, so the last section is basically this one. Okay, so this section will be basically again the same. So you can see, yeah, now everything is fine. And if I make it normal, you can see, yeah, it looks normal. All right, so you can see now it looks fine. And now we can say that the footer section is also responsive. Okay, you can make it more responsive if you want, but I guess it looks good now. And this page is complete responsive now. It's completely responsive now. You can see that the home page is completely responsive. And also we need to make other pages responsive. Like if I go to the login page, the login page is something like this. And similarly, the card page, it looks something like this. So we'll make these sections responsive in the further videos. Rishabh Vishwakarma, Bhaiya, I have a query, which is better to use Flutter or React? Though I do React. Personally, I would prefer React because I think that React will do everything. Okay, I haven't personally used Flutter. It's a great you can say it's great for mobile development, but Flutter also helps to develop websites. You can develop websites, but personally, I can say that if you build websites on React.js and mobile application on React Native, The sync is very great, so you don't need to learn anything much extra. Okay, though there are some extra things in React Native different from React.js, but the syntax is almost same, and you don't feel that you are learning something else. Okay, you can work on both of them at the same pace. All right, so personally I suggest that you can continue with React and React Native because it's great. Okay, both of them are great, but I'll say that React and React Native, it's great. All right, so now we need to see that how can we work on this section, this login section and this sign up section. Okay, so I'll say that right now you can see that things are not looking great. Okay, things are not looking great. So first of all, we need to make some bit changes. Okay, so I'll visit my container, whatever the container it is, auth container. I guess it's in the auth container. Okay, so the sign up container, you can see that everything is inside the auth container. Okay, so I'll just copy this. Okay, so we are here, auth container, and what happened is you can see that it's taking 80% width. Okay, 80% width, and what else do we see here is you can see that we have form group. Okay, we have form group. So let's visit that page again, login page. Okay, login page or which page? Sign up page. Let's go to the sign up page. We are focusing on sign up page now. Here you can see that we have a form group row. So basically, if things are not enough, okay, if this width is not enough, I want to shift the first name and last name in column. Okay, I want to make it a column. So how can I do that? So let's say that form group row is, I guess it's below. Yeah, it's below. So I'll say flex wrap will become wrap. Flex wrap will become wrap. Okay, so let's see that if I make it. Mhm. Okay, we need to do one more thing here in the form group. I'll say that my minimum width will be around, I can say 300 pixels. Okay, let's see. All right, so we need to look into this in the next videos. We'll see that in the next video. All right, minimum width will be around, let's say, let's give it 300 pixels. Okay, so if it has 300 pixels, and you can see, yeah, it's taking minimum of 300 pixels. And I'll say again, let's try again. Flex wrap equals wrap. We need to make it scrollable so that it's visible everywhere. And right now it's looking very ugly, I know. So we'll fix this in next video. I hope you understood the home page. I made the home page responsive today, and everything is responsive here. Also, the navbar is also responsive in every page. Okay, if I go to about page, you can see navbar is still responsive. Okay, so the home page is completely responsive, and the navbar is also responsive, and the footer is also responsive now. Okay, so in this video we made the first page responsive, and the next videos, I guess in next two videos we'll complete this project with complete responsiveness. So do watch those videos, and I'll upload this source code now on GitHub so that uh, we can end this session. All right, so I'll just add this to GitHub. Git add, git commit, and git push. Alright guys, so I have uploaded the source code on GitHub, and if you want to check out this source code, you can simply visit my GitHub profile, github.com/virajj014. Here you can see that we have repositories section. Inside this we have fit grocery. So you can check out this, and if you don't find this, you can search the name here. And you can also mark it as a star if you want. And don't forget to follow me here on GitHub, because right now I have 201 followers, and let's make it 1000. Okay, so that's it. And before ending this video, if you have any queries, you can comment below or message me on any live chat. You can also message me on Instagram at the rate Harshal_3011 is my username, or you can message me on LinkedIn, Harshal Jain. Okay, so that's it for today, and don't forget to check out the link in description. about a course that's for beginners, and if you want to learn advanced full stack development, you can check out that course. Basically, if you click that link, it will take you to this page, and it's a paid course. If you want to learn advanced full stack development, you can check out this course. Okay, so that's it for today, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, you have a good day. Bye bye.